Right now, you are understanding sounds that I am making with my mouth, vibrations that travel through the air, and somehow your brain turns them into meaning. But here's the question nobody can fully answer. How did that even start? There are over 7,000 languages on Earth right now. 7,000. And every single one of them, from English to Mandarin to a tiny tribe in the Amazon, has grammar, has structure, has rules. How did all of that come from nothing? Imagine 100,000 years ago. Your ancestor sees a lion. He cannot say lion. He cannot say danger. He cannot say run that way. He just screams, points, waves his arms, and somehow the guy next to him understands. That right there, that's where it all begins. The first theory is called the bow-wow theory. Yes, that is its real scientific name. The idea is that early humans copied sounds from nature. The word murmur sounds like murmuring. Crash sounds like crashing. Sizzle sounds like food cooking. Our first words were just impressions of the world around us. Theory 2, the yo-heave-ho theory. When ancient humans did physical work together, hunting, building, carrying heavy things, they made rhythmic grunts to coordinate. Over thousands of years, those grunts became more specific, more meaningful. They became words. Language was literally born from teamwork. Third theory, the la-la theory. Some scientists believe language came from singing and music. Before words, humans made melodic sounds for love, for play, for ritual. Over time, those sounds gained meaning. So technically, humans might have sung before they spoke. Here is where biology gets dark. The human larynx, your voice box, sits much lower in the throat than any other animal. This is what lets us make complex sounds, consonants, vowels, and words. But this design has a cost. It means we can choke on food. Every other animal on Earth cannot choke the way humans can. We literally traded safety for speech. Scientists found a gene called FOXP2, sometimes called the language gene. Humans have a uniquely mutated version of it. When it is damaged, people literally cannot form words properly. They understand language but cannot produce it. Now here is the twist. Neanderthals had the same version of FOXP2 as us. They may have had language too. Linguist Noam Chomsky had a radical idea. He said language is not learned, it is installed. Every human baby is born with a universal grammar hardwired into their brain. That is why children all over the world learn language at the same speed and through the same stages, even without formal teaching. Language is not a skill, it is a biological feature. Here is something that will break your brain. The Pirahã tribe in Brazil has no words for numbers above 2, 1, 2, and then just many. Researchers found they literally cannot count higher, not because they are not intelligent, but because their language has no structure for it. Language does not just describe your world, it defines what you can think. The Himba tribe in Namibia has no word for blue. When researchers showed them a circle of green squares with one blue square hidden in it, they could not find it. Their eyes are fine, but their brain, without the word blue, simply did not register it as different. No word, no perception. The most complex languages on Earth, with the most sounds, the most clicks, the most variety, belong to the Khoisan people of southern Africa. The Go language has over 112 distinct sounds. For comparison, English has about 44. Scientists believe this is evidence that language originated in Africa over 70,000 years ago and got simpler as humans migrated further away. The strongest evidence that language is hardwired? Sign languages. Deaf communities around the world with no contact with each other independently invented sign languages with the exact same grammatical structure as spoken languages. Children born deaf, given no language input at all, begin to invent their own gesture systems spontaneously. The brain wants to communicate. Think about everything that requires language. War and peace, love letters, religion, science, law, medicine, literature. Every great achievement of human civilization started with someone putting a thought into words. Language is not just how we communicate. It is how we think. It is how we plan. It is how we imagine things that do not exist yet. But here is the honest answer. We still do not know exactly how it started. Language leaves no fossils. You cannot dig up a conversation from 80,000 years ago. We have clues, genes, brain structure, the complexity of living languages. But the first word ever spoken? Gone forever. And maybe that is what makes it so fascinating. Here is a thought. Right now, somewhere on Earth, a baby is hearing language for the first time. And in a few months, that baby will start making sounds, then words, then sentences. The exact same process that started 70,000 years ago is happening again right now in some living room somewhere. Remember what I said at the start? You are understanding sounds I am making with my mouth. Right now, you just use the most complex, the most mysterious, the most uniquely human thing to ever exist, and you did it without thinking about it at all. So here is my question for you. If you could go back in time and hear the very first word ever spoken, what do you think it was? Leave it in the comments. I am genuinely curious. If this made your brain hurt in a good way, subscribe. Next video, we're going to talk about something even weirder. See you there.